Alrighty guys, Kentucky lays a egg. After a big win, Kentucky becomes what I feared they would be. I was kind of hoping we could avoid this. Now, we had to have that Missouri win. Okay, we would have been 3-2 going into the big Georgia game this week. But Kentucky, they just decided to lay an egg. And of course, this happens. This is Kentucky football. This is what we are. We're known for this. We're known for this. And especially, like I said, playing in the all SEC schedule, this really shows what your team's all about. And we've seen Kentucky, we beat Tennessee. At the time, Tennessee was ranked. But I think it was pretty obvious Tennessee was overrated. It's become obvious over these last few weeks. Tennessee was an overrated team in the first place. I thought we might have been an underrated team a little bit. But let's look at the box scores. 3 for 9. A touchdown for Wilson. Gatewood came in late and threw for 12 yards and 4 passes. 48 yards, Rodriguez, 43 for Rose. And it come down to just sucking ass. That's really what it come down to. It was an ugly game for Kentucky. Missouri was the difference in their game was Roundtree with 126 yards, 30. Even though Roundtree, his 126 yards looks impressive, but when you look at 37 carries for 3.4 yards and 2 touchdowns, you're like, wow. But they just ran the ball down our throat pretty much. They had how many rushes? They had time. They controlled the clock. My God, it was awful. Time of possession, people. That's what I was going to mention. 43 minutes. They had the ball 43 minutes. And Kentucky had the ball 16, almost 17 minutes. Now, and they won with 20 points. Somehow they scored 20 points and that was enough. And Kentucky loses the game. While I was watching the game, I was like, is Kentucky ever gonna get the football back? 3 and out. Then they hold it 10 minutes. I mean, it's just crazy. So now Kentucky faces number 5 Georgia. Oh yes. Georgia just got demolished by Alabama, 41-24. So this is kind of an omen for Kentucky. The Georgia game. Is it to save the season? I wouldn't say it is to save the season, but it sure would make things a whole lot easier. 2-4. And if we're being realistic, let's get back to, I know I was doing that video last week, Kentucky might win the East and all that stuff, and that was more of a joking around and stuff, but, if we would have won that game, I'd still be saying it right now. Saying, well, Kentucky can win the East. But now let's look at it, people. Georgia loss, Vanderbilt win, Alabama loss, Florida loss, South Carolina win. Now, in order for Kentucky to achieve that 500 mark, we are going to have to win the games we're supposed to win, which is Vanderbilt and South Carolina. And we're going to have to beat either Georgia, Florida, or... Is that it? Yeah, Georgia. Oh, Alabama. So there you have it. There's where Kentucky is in trouble. We have 1, 2, 3 home games and 2 road games. And the 2 road games are Alabama and Florida. And that's pretty much it. So Kentucky, I think the best we can do, people, is 4 wins. And at best, I mean, I'll put it to you this way. Let's say Kentucky would luck up and say, we're not going to beat Alabama, okay? We might, but let's just be honest. We beat Georgia or Florida. Kentucky would still find a way to lose to Vanderbilt or South Carolina. We still would. That's what it's come down to. Now, I would feel a lot, I mean, it would be nice to get some big wins, you know, even though Kentucky may win only 4 or 5 games if they're lucky. It'd be nice to say we beat Georgia or Florida, you know, end of the year. It'd be nice to say that. So, Kentucky and Georgia. Let's have a look at Georgia. See who they've played so far. Of course, Alabama destroyed them. They destroyed Tennessee. Georgia beat Auburn. Georgia beat Arkansas. Georgia beat Murray State. Georgia beat Vanderbilt 30-6. So see, Vanderbilt played. I mean, 30-6 sounds good, but still, that's pretty good for Vanderbilt. Just give up 30 points. Notre Dame beat Notre Dame by 1 point. I remember that game, yeah. Sanford 42-11 and Appy State 31-10. Appalachian State. Still remember that game against Michigan when they beat them, I think. So anyway, people, Kentucky and Georgia. I'll pick Kentucky to somehow lose the game. I think we could compete maybe a little bit against Georgia. We'll see. And this is going to be another big telltale sign for Kentucky. If you score 10 points against Missouri, how are you going to score 10 points against Georgia? That's the question I have for the Kentucky fans out there. As the struggles continue, people, it's unbelievable. Is my window? I can't roll my window down, really. But, I don't know what to say, people. I really don't. It's disappointing. I mean, that's all I know to say about it. It's sad, depressing. You know, you win the games you're supposed to win and maybe win 1 or 2 that you're not supposed to, and you have a decent season. But Kentucky's, they've not winning the games they're supposed to. So, we came into the season ranked, and now we're a joke. We're back to where we belong, sounds like. Sounds like Kentucky football. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, people. I want to see Kentucky compete. And, you know, you play the games for a reason. Kentucky may upset Georgia, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Even though Alabama destroyed Georgia, they're going to come in even more focused now. And that's pretty much it. So, as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see how it goes from here. I mean, who knows, right? Alexa, do you like football?
Baseball is my favorite.
Of course.
I think the statistical analysis is fascinating, and nothing's more exciting than a home run flying out of a ballpark.
Or BBC pounding your ex-wife out of nowhere.
To learn more about me, try asking where I was born.
I'm not going to. So as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see how it goes. And even though it's, you know, as I've said in my past videos, even though we're not that good at football, I still enjoy watching Kentucky football. I still enjoy it. So, we'll see how it goes, people. As always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Go Big Blue. Toodles.